Afternoon baseball for you now on the show, coming your way from venerable Fenway Park here in Boston. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Eduardo Rodriguez will be on the mound for Game 4. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this.
Designated hitter, number 25.
Kendrys Morales is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
And with the loss yesterday, that means they dropped 2 of the first 3 in this series. So if form holds, they're due to come back and win this one, and they'll end up splitting the series.
Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, they got to hit the ball somehow, man. They're dead last in hits. And it's so hard to get a rally going if you can't string together hits consistently, and they have not been doing that.
Into the windup and the pitch. Adam Eaton stands in as he looks at a called strike. Very nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees at game time. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
First baseman
Manuel Peralta will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, anytime you hit over 400 for a 10-game stretch, you're going pretty well. And his last game was a great indication of that.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. One there. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. Mark Trumbo steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Hit hard up the middle. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
It doesn't look like there's going to be much of a letdown from yesterday's ball game. They knocked the ball all over the yard in that one, and they're off and running again with an early RBI single here.
Here's Johnny Peralta now, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the White Sox. Chris Beck, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, last year ERA was not good.
Leading off for the
Skyrocketed
Red Sox,
all season
the
long.
shortstop,
He's open to post a much better year this year.
Xander Bogaerts is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jackson is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second,
Albert
left
Jensen
fielder,
will stand in. He comes off
Jensen.
an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Trumbo, still going back. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1. David Ortiz is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now a pitch swung on and missed as the count goes to 0-2 to Ortiz. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw gets him, 2 down. Hanley Ramirez will dig in now. Currently 9th in the AL in hitting entering play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution.
3-0 now. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full, 3-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business. Corey Spangenberg steps in now, just hoping for something to go his way. And as you can see, that has not been the case in recent days. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Line drive to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around first, heading for second now. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we give you a look at the White Sox leaderboard, you can see his total there. Currently second best on the ball club.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
Hit to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Batting ninth,
Austin Jackson will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Castillo is there, 1 away. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Pablo Sandoval is one of the most surprising players for what he can do defensively. He doesn't have the speed or quickness to cover much ground, but he makes up for it with cat-like reflexes, situational awareness, and a very, very strong arm.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Grounded to third. Oh, in trouble for Sandoval. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out.
Oh, I think they might have had a shot at getting that guy at the plate. But once this ball is bobbled, you forget about that. He'll just take the sure out at first and let that run come in to score.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Pablo Sandoval will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of one run. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Scorch to third. Frazier's up with it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting sixth,
Dustin Pedroia will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Trumbo has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
batting seventh, center fielder
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We've played 2 full. It's the White Sox 2 and the Red Sox 1. Welcome back to Fenway Park as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on the show. Manuel Peralta is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Manuel Peralta.
First pitch on its way. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Trumbo.
Into the box now, Mark Trumbo. He reached on a single in his first try. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A 2-run homer here for Mark Trumbo. Number 13 for him on the year. And the White Sox will move out in front 4-1.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Now batting.
Here's Todd Frazier now.
Todd Frazier.
As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. No outs, nobody on. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Should be no trouble for Bradley, and there's out number 1.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Into the seats, 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Chicago,
Corey Spangenberg strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Lays off 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
And now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. Here in the third, this is probably just to try and clean out the negative and put a positive thought in his head. Something like, I've seen you work out of jams like this many times before. I know you can do it again.
Curt Casali is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
1-0 pitch on the way. That evens it up, 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. Rusney Castillo will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Smoke toward third. Frazier is there, and he's retired here, 1 away. Blake Swihart will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Eaton's able to put this one away, and that's out number 2.
The shortstop, number 2.
Xander Bogaerts will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. They trail it 4-1. Curt Casali is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Hit out towards second. There is Pedroia. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, center fielder.
Striding into the box, Austin Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Castillo has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2. Kendrys Morales will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Bradley is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Albert Jensen, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting number 34.
So 1 gone in the inning now as that brings in the dangerous David Ortiz. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. Fielded by Spangenberg. Throw on to first will be there in plenty of time as the Ortiz shift works again. And there are 2 away now.
Hanley Ramirez.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. The White Sox. Adam Eaton heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. Manuel Peralta steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Hit to first. Ramirez takes it in, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the White Sox.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mark Trumbo, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And remember, that was a changeup that he hit to dead center, so he waited on it nicely.
Bradley on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, but they lead it 4-1. Pablo Sandoval will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Dustin Pedroia comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
This guy's been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, a little surprising you wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. absolutely frozen.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Rusney Castillo stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Anthony Varvaro is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Todd Frazier will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Pedroia has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop.
1 out for Chicago here in the 6th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0. This is skied out to deep center field. Ranging back is Bradley. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, how about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Hit hard back up the middle. Bogaerts has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. White Sox down. Blake Swihart will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And Peralta's throw is in time for out number 1.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Xander Bogaerts stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Back to the mound and off his leg. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful.
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Albert Jensen will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6.
Kurt Casale.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Castillo has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Kendrys Morales stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. To first, reined in to second for one, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. And he is in there. Adam Eaton will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad, because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Under it is Sandoval, and there's the second out. Manuel Peralta gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
That's a foul ball.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. In the air now, out to right field. Castillo's after it, and that's the 3rd out. White Sox strand a couple, but they lead it 4-1. David Ortiz will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Now a pitch swung on and missed as the count goes to 0-2 to Ortiz.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Throw on to first takes care of Ortiz as the shift works to perfection that time. 1 away.
First baseman
Hanley Ramirez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Right side hit hard. Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Pablo Sandoval will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Mark Trumbo will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Grounded to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting,
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled to the left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Now batting, shortstop.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That's by him for strike one.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
This one's down to third. There's Sandoval. Pedroia on to first as they get the double play to get him. Dustin Pedroia will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Enrique Guerrero will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here it comes on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. Rusney Castillo will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
One away. Blake Swihart will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Spangenberg is there. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Lifted in the air out to right. Eaton over to his left. Oh, and he whiffs on it. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. In to score is the runner from first, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Yeah, I'd like to see this again because, to me, that's a ball he should have. Yeah, I mean, he's right there. He just fans on it. That's going to wind up costing him 2 runs.
Standing in now, Albert Jensen, as this is popped foul behind the plate. It's strike one. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Heading out towards shallow right. Eaton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. Koji Uehara come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Corey Spangenberg, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Uehara's ready. 1-2 on its way. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Curt Casali gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he just fans on it out there at second as it gets right by him.
Center fielder
Austin Jackson will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he takes ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. On the ground to the left side. Sandoval has it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Striding in to start the 9th, David Ortiz, and they'll need him to get something going here. Steve Lombardozzi is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. David Robertson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Robertson.
Leading off the inning, David Ortiz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. And this one's inside and high, 1-2 now. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the 9th. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
So striding in, Hanley Ramirez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. No one out with a runner at second. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Pablo Sandoval will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
A chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And it's quickly 0-2. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So coming to the plate, Dustin Pedroia. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And he delivers with 2 outs in the ninth. It's a base hit, but not in time. And just like that, this ball game is tied, and he'll get in there safely.
Number 25.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Hit on the ground to short. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, give him 3 hits now for the ball game. This one's probably the weakest of the bunch, but I doubt he'll be complaining. I know I wouldn't be.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Struck him out, and the potential go-ahead run is left stranded at third. So this game, Kendrys Morales steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Uehara looks in. First pitch on its way. Out in front of it, strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And now you're in the 10th inning. I don't think anybody in that visiting dugout expected that we'd still be playing, but you've got to put that bottom of the 9th behind you and get on with it. You can still win this ball game.
Steve Lombardozzi.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. And there's ball 1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and bobbled out there by Pedroia. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Well, this club has just been asleep out there defensively in this ball game. That's 4 errors now. That is inexcusable at this level.
Into the box, Manuel Peralta. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. Mark Trumbo will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this is the guy.
Squared that one up just a little late. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in. You're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And that misses for ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now. Johnny Peralta is standing now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. 1 run scores.
With that base hit, he drives in the go-ahead run, and he is excited, and he's got every right to be.
Into the box now, Corey Spangenberg, as he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. Bradley is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. Blake Swihart will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Shortstop, number 2, Xander.
First delivery to him on the way. Xander Bogaerts is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, that pitch has a lot of life up in the zone. Just takes off on you.
Frazier in foul ground. Oh, he botched it. This is in the air out to left field. Trumbo has a read on it. 1 away. Albert Jensen comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Now batting number 34.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. In there, strike 1. 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the White Sox have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 5-4. So long from Fenway.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox.